Now I'm find out on my own. Let me fucking go into my own goddamn YouTube and find out if y'all can hear. Cause I don't know what else to do. Y'all know I don't do this regular no more. Let me find out what's going on. Hmm. Let's see. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Is it on mute? Is it not on mute? I don't fucking know. Maybe I shouldn't have put. It works fine on Zoom. It works fucking fine on Zoom. Works fine on Zoom. I don't know. I don't think I'm on mute. No, it's going to show this one. Of course it is. Hello, if somebody is here, can y'all tell me if y'all can hear me? Oh, y'all can hear me now? All right. Okay, so we can hear. We can hear. Cool. What up? Pink Ladies T-Birds just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is still JimmiPynk, and this ain't my main hustle no more. Y'all know I only come on when it's something I really want to talk about. By the way, let me go ahead and do that. NostalgiaMask.com is the move now. If y'all want to support me, that's where y'all go. It's plenty of merchandise. It's NFL. It's pop culture. It's a ton of things. I just put myself up this shirt last night. The good James Earl Jones, rest in peace. Icon, legend, groundbreaker, EGOT winner. Like we out here. And I thought my video was actually gonna be about him. But this Lil Wayne shit is getting on my goddamn nerves. First of all, hi, welcome back. Great to see y'all. My first NFL game I ever went to in my life was Sunday. Thank you. Was Sunday. Oh, I don't know. Well, y'all see me a few times since I lost the weight. But anyway, see, I got on my Dallas Cowboy nails. I don't know if y'all can see the stars and the blue and shit. Still rocking a Dallas Cowboy hat. My first NFL game I ever went to in my life was Sunday, but I tailgated and I left my house. Cleveland is an hour away from me. I went to the Browns game, Browns, Cowboys, we them boys. Um, Left my house at 4:30 in the morning, and our game went until 4:30. So really long day. So I didn't get the news that day. Monday, I kind of was chilling, and also me and my sister are trying to do my mom's 75th birthday party, October 5th. So it was a lot going on. This Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne shit got me fucking hot. It's got me hot, y'all. It's got me hot. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why it's got me hot. As a obvious football fan that I've clearly established myself as at the beginning of this video, for those of y'all just happen to run across this. And yeah, it look like I'm recording on a baked potato. Bear with me. Um, when do y'all ever think because an artist is from a city, they're supposed to headline the Super Bowl? See, the problem is, hey, Sailor Goon, oh, Shine Bright and Isaac, and how do y'all? When do y'all think because the Super Bowl is in somebody's city, they're supposed to headline the Super Bowl? Spoiler alert: Prince didn't headline in Minnesota. Beyonce did not headline in Houston. Matter of fact, she headlined in New Orleans, and y'all ain't had shit to say about that. Just because it happened to be Dr. Dre in LA, y'all now think that somebody from that city, which happens once every blue moon. I do believe if I should have looked it up before I did this. I think Bruce Springsteen might have been, but he's from New Jersey, and I don't think the Super Bowl was in New Jersey either, but it might have been in New York. In any case, that is not the fucking case. The Super Bowl hosting city, usually what people do is they do something nice. I can't remember. I should have looked it up. Like when it was in Atlanta, somebody brought out Big Boy, and he did I Like the Way You Move. Usually they'll pay homage. You know, we had the little Justin Timberlake thing because he headlined in Minnesota, not Tennessee, where he's from, and not Florida, where he got his fame from, not Miami or Tampa Bay, all of which have had a Super Bowl in the last 30 fucking years. But he did a tribute to Prince. We know that was a little iffy. Well, Chris J, here's the thing. Have y'all watched this? 'Cause I didn't do no videos about this because it was the week of my birthday, and I was just like, I did the J. Cole thing, and I never went back and did the Drake and the Kendrick Lamar breakdown. I could have probably put my channel back on the map had I did it, but it was my birthday week, and they had already took over my whole goddamn birthday. But if y'all have been paying any attention to the world in the last 4 months, yeah, Kendrick Lamar is fucking on top, bro. He came for the king. He killed the king. He is the god of war. He won the Game of Thrones. He is the artist of 2024. He is the moment. This man came out and did a song. I don't give a fuck because I'm not monetized anyway. Fuck it. This man came out, full fledged, made a song and said, this nigga is a pedophile. And it was the number one song in the country for weeks. I think it's still number 3. It was last week. It's still number 3. He won the Game of Thrones. He came for the king and he fucking killed him. On top of the fact that They Not Like Us is probably the biggest record of the United States this year. It's definitely the song of the summer. It's everywhere. You made an anthem. Now it's NFL season. Now it's college football season. Now it's high school football season. The term They Not Like Us fits for everything. It fits for a family reunion. This my family. They not like us. It fits for a football game. They not like us. They played that shit at the Olympics, bro. The United States beat Canada and they played They Not Like Us. That motherfucker not only got a banger, one of the greatest diss tracks of all time, Song of the Summer, that man has a stadium anthem. We gonna be hearing They Not Like Us, at least the chorus, forever. The same way they still be playing jock jams, the same way you still go to a game and they be playing da 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 da, hey da 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 da. And he's gonna perform at the Grammys. That song probably. And he's going to win Song of the Year. And now he's doing the Super Bowl. Let me talk my shit. I'm gonna get into why Lil Wayne shouldn't have been selected in a minute. Um the pettiness between these two. But Drake, you really need to let it go. I'm gonna get into Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna get into all of this shit. Because Young Money, shut the fuck up. Okay? I feel like had not all of this happened, and everybody, even people that is on Wayne's side, that are from Wayne's camp, that are celebrities, jumped in, that I think Kendrick Lamar if we haven't noticed by how smart, calculated he is, would have definitely brought Lil Wayne out. I don't know if he can now. I don't know if he can now because I don't know how Lil Wayne feels about that. I'm sure if Jay-Z asked him, but that probably would have been a thing we saw. I don't know if it can happen now. We might get Master P, maybe we'll get No Limit. I don't know. Let me get to the reason why it's not Lil Wayne. Let me break down some NFL shit if y'all are not aware, because I know most of my fan base are not football fans and you don't follow the NFL and you don't know what happens. So the deal that Jay-Z and Rock Nation has for the Super Bowl, they put together a short list of artists. Whether Lil Wayne was on it or not, I don't know. But they put together a short list of artists to say, hey, here's who we're thinking about. And remember, this was an inclusive thing. This was for black people. Hip hop is the most dominant, most popular genre in the world. This was a olive branch. This is who we're bringing to the table. Short list. 10 people we think would be good to headline. Not only does the NFL have to approve that list, the host city has final approval of who performs in their city. So guess what that means? New Orleans ain't want Lil Wayne to perform. Fuckers! New Orleans said no. The whole city gets final approval. They said no. Number one. Number two, Lil Wayne is a fucking felon. Lil Wayne is a known drug user and also an advocate for fucking drug use. This is still the NFL. This is one of the biggest businesses in the fucking country. They not letting that shit off. This shit ain't got nothing to do with Drake and Nicki Minaj. Please sit your ass the fuck down, because it definitely ain't got nothing to do with you, except for you thought maybe if it would have been Wayne, maybe he'd have brought your ass up. This has nothing to do with you either, bro. Nothing. Why ain't it Wayne? There is nothing. Usually the national anthem is sung by somebody from the home state or the home city, not the halftime show. It just so happened that it was Dr. Dre in LA. But Dr. Dre also has Snoop and Kendrick, also from LA, Mary J. Blige and 50 Cent from New York, and Eminem from Detroit. It just so happened it was Dr. Dre in LA. And that's another thing too. Nicki, girl. First of all, these are considerations. These are major. The NFL is a major corporation. Y'all see the backlash that happened because Janet Jackson accidentally showed her titty for half a second. This is big, big, big business. So let's put a convicted felon, a known drug user. Not to say most rock stars and all of that is drug users. We talking about black people now. Please separate that. Known drug user, convicted felon, your two biggest proteges that you would probably bring on stage with you, Nicki Minaj and Drake, are surrounded by allegations, whether it's directly in Drake's case, and I'll break that down in a minute, or surrounded by, in Nicki Minaj's case, fucking pedophiles. You cannot put that on the world's biggest stage, bro. Please understand the Super Bowl is not black demographic. That's not what it fucking is. Of course, niggas is gonna be like, hell yeah, Lil Wayne, Young Money at the Super Bowl. We ain't the demographic. We ain't even 30% of the country. They don't give a fuck about us. It's them white kids and all that shit that like hip hop. It ain't about us. But Kendrick Lamar right now got the zeitgeist. Not only that, Kendrick Lamar speaks on positivity. And some people say the beef. Let me get into this because I didn't talk about it because I didn't do no videos about the beef. When you are beefing with somebody and you are rapping as a certified former rapper, you can exaggerate some things. When I heard Kendrick Lamar calling Drake a pedophile, he pushed it. Do I think Drake is a pedophile? I don't know. Do I think he's a fucking groomer? Fuck yeah, I do. There's a whole lot of evidence to that. So he just took it a step further and was like pedophile. But really, what he was saying was like your behavior with young women is suspicious, and you a groomer at best. That's what I heard. Like, I mean, I've seen plenty of evidence. The man's a groomer. Call it what you want. Right, and don't get me wrong, Birdman and Jay-Z don't like each other, but again, I want to remind you, Jay-Z's job is to get a short list as an entertainer, as somebody that's in the hip hop community, as somebody that is an executive on multiple levels, whether it be within the music industry, whether it be in the sports management, because Rock Nation does manage athletes as well. Um, and it's just somebody that's been in the game for a long time that would accept being the liaison when they were having all the race image problems after Colin Kaepernick, and he did that. His job is to say what's going on. This is what I think would work. Here is a list of people I think would be good for y'all to perform at the Super Bowl. It's not his choice. Then the NFL has to go over that short list, narrow it down more. Then it goes to the host city. The final decision is the city hosting the Super Bowl. So for all of this, Wayne should have did it because he from NOLA. NOLA said fucking no. Now, if NOLA didn't say no, then the NFL did. Because I'm going to be honest. If you look at the history of Jay-Z and Lil Wayne, if you look at the history, Jay-Z and Lil Wayne beef has been over a long time. I don't know what it is with Birdman. But I mean, it ain't like Wayne and Birdman is like this anymore because y'all don't remember Wayne sued Birdman for money? Jay-Z got him out of them tax problems. So, not to mention, y'all remember Jay-Z and Wayne did have a song together called Hey Mr. Carter. But, in anyway, there are levels to this shit that y'all ain't looking at. Now, Lil Wayne got hits. Lil Wayne got songs. Name a Lil Wayne song that's a hit that is not either overtly sexual or about drug use. A million 6 foot 7 foot. If he ain't freestyling, there ain't no hook. What is it? It's the Super Bowl, folks. It's the fucking Super Bowl. I wouldn't mind hearing Back That Thing Up at the Super Bowl, but even Dr. Dre and them, as many songs as 50 Cent got that's sexually explicit, that motherfucker did in the club. What's Wayne's in the club? What's Wayne's really clean song radio version, not sexually explicit, not talking about drugs? What song is it? I would argue 6 foot 7 foot, and I would argue a Millie. Neither of which songs has a hook for the crowd to sing along to. Y'all not thinking. This is a fucking business. This is corporate America. This is middle America. This is Trump motherfuckers is watching this shit. It's for kids 8 to fucking 80. It's the Super Bowl. It's the world's largest stage. Wayne doesn't have the songs to be able to support that. The hits, I love Lil Wayne. Don't ever get it fucked up. But your material cannot be cleaned up enough for the Super Bowl. You are a fucking felon. You are a known drug user and you promote the usage of drugs. Not saying Snoop wasn't up there and he do too, but we're not talking about lean and ecstasy and all of this, and that you don't have a fucking song that you don't fucking talk about that. Mrs. Officer, we, but then that's sexually explicit. You see where I'm coming from? Why it can't be Lil Wayne? And then what are you gonna do? Come out and do a song with Drake? Drake has those songs. Drake has those songs. But Drake took a major L before this fucking beef happened. Drake might have been an option. You can't say it's because Canadian. The Weeknd just did it. So it's not because he's Canadian. Coldplay did it. They're British. The Rolling Stones have done it. You can't say it's because he's Canadian. It's because he took the biggest L fucking ever. You can't even do all the features. You talk shit on the features. Like, it's a business. So let's do this. Here's this man, clean, relatively clean cut. Talks about uplifting people. Pulitzer Prize. Let's not fucking lower the bar on that at all. Because there is no other fucking rapper that has a Pulitzer Prize. That ain't a Grammy. It's hard to win a Grammy. You know how fucking hard it is to win a Pulitzer Prize and that nigga got one? On top of that, you got to be calculated. Wayne can be one of a kind, but he's not one of a kind for the Super Bowl. This is the point that I'm making. This is business. The NFL is a fucking business. Y'all really think Taylor Swift and fucking Jason Kelsey is really, not Jason, Travis Kelsey is really a fucking relationship? No. That boosted her up, made her look more relatable. That boosted him up because when they was winning Super Bowls, and now instead of Patrick Mahomes, you got a white boy that is a star player, that is a franchise player, that's getting commercials and shit like that. But that motherfucker was a little bit too goddamn black to be a white boy. So they whitened his ass up. I love football and I watch it for the sport, but I watch it all. This shit is a fucking business. Just like any other fucking reality show, it's some scripting to this shit too. Let's keep it a buck. Well, this is what I think. Okay, so Young Money, I got somebody say Young Money for life in here, and I think this is a new viewer, and thank you. Um, this is what I think. Okay, let me give you my prediction for Kendrick at the Super Bowl. If it works that way, and if people weren't bitching so bad about Lil Wayne, it could still happen. But if it didn't become this big blow up, and then you have people like Nicki Minaj and his engineers and people speaking up, y'all kind of fucking it up. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all kind of fucking it up because I think Kendrick would have 100% brought out Wayne, and I still think he might. And I think what we could have possibly got, and I think what we could have possibly got was the squash of the beef. I think we could have got Lil Wayne coming out and Drake coming out, and then them publicly squashing the beef, similar to how Drake and Kanye did. I think that could have been a thing. But, and Twitter fingers and fans talking ain't shit. And Twitter, it ain't gonna happen now for sure. It's definitely not gonna fucking happen now. Definitely not gonna happen now. These is two grown men, this millionaires. They are gonna squash the beef. They don't hate each other for life. Don't think that. This is a business. Like I said, people talking about some. This is gonna be the lowest rated Super Bowl because it's Lil Wayne. But what? Because it's Kendrick Lamar. This is a fucking business. It's a business. Hip hop is a business too. These people are fucking business people. They're artists, but they have to make money. How big of a moment would that have been if you're in New Orleans, Kendrick Lamar headlines the Super Bowl? These are big moments that could happen that would shut this shit down. I'm gonna bring out Lil Wayne, and then I'm gonna let Lil Wayne bring out Drake, and then we squash the beef at the Super Bowl halftime. That's fucking huge. That was numbers. Yeah, I know Kendrick is a Wayne fan. I'm aware. That's why I said this shit could have fucking happened. But the fans ran their mouth, and then the people that actually mattered, Nikki, engineers, people, shut the fuck up. We don't give a fuck about DJ Academics. We already know DJ Academics is a Drake fucking glazer. I can't believe I'm using the word glazer at 46 years old. But we already know that. I'm gonna fuck about them. What I'm saying is what's making me mad is people are not realizing the NFL is a business. And if you're not gonna research how that business goes and how the selection of who was doing the Super Bowl comes up, you can't say it's Jay-Z's fault. Unless he wasn't on the short list, which we don't know. Maybe we will get a leak of what the short list is. You know what I mean? Maybe we get a list of what the short list is. I personally think Jay-Z had him on the short list. I personally do. Because Jay-Z is not a dummy, and Lil Wayne at the Super Bowl would have been huge in New Orleans. It would. I personally believe he's on the short list. Then the NFL has to approve it, and then the home city has to approve it. So I don't know at what step Lil Wayne didn't make it. And I still think it's a possibility because Lil Wayne is also a businessman. Okay? I still think this little shit can be squashed and Lil Wayne still comes out in New Orleans. If it's not Lil Wayne, I'm gonna tell you who's gonna come out. It's gonna be Master P. Somebody from New Orleans is coming out. Kendrick already did the Super Bowl with Dr. Dre in LA. He already did the pop out with all LA artists. He's bringing people down from LA this time. I really predict Taylor Swift and I really predict Lil Wayne. I really do. I think they do Bad Blood. I think Taylor Swift comes out. I think Lil Wayne comes out. But had and Kendrick Lamar is like basically his whole thing is like he's kind of like a peaceful, boring person. Like he just loves music like that. Like that's just his shit. Um, I really think this was a chance that we could have squashed this beef. But everybody attacked it. Should have been Lil Wayne. It should have been Lil Wayne. It should have been Lil Wayne. That now, even if Lil Wayne comes out, do y'all take that as weak? Oh, you gonna do a guest spot on his shit when you should have been the headliner? Does that get to his head? Does that look bad now? Y'all might be fucking it up for Lil Wayne to be at the Super Bowl because I think Kendrick Lamar absolutely, when he accepted it, automatically was like, "I'm bringing Wayne out." I really do think that. As somebody else that moves like that, whose mind move like that, whose IQ is 159, I 100%. Because that's why I said I broke that shit down immediately. And I was like, oh, he bringing out Wayne, he bringing out Taylor Swift because her in the NFL is like this right now, and especially if Kansas City go back to the bowl, which they, they're gonna try to do because they've already fucking fixed it for them to get there last year. Because Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift is a scam, and they want him to be more white because he's an ambassador for the NFL and a franchise player and a star now. Let me not start talking about that because that's not the topic of the video. But I will tell you this: I did not know who was going to do the Super Bowl. I really, honestly thought it was going to be Taylor Swift. I thought it was going to be Taylor Swift this year. I did, because we've been running it with the hip hop and the black music for a while, And I thought by now they would be like, all right, we got to switch it up. And then you could have did something like that. Taylor Swift come out, and then you do bring out a Kendrick Lamar, you do bring out a Ice Spice. Like I really, excuse me, I really thought that's which way it was gonna go. Um, I was very surprised to find out Kendrick Lamar was the headliner. Even though I know this is his year. This is year, y'all. This is his year. Kendrick Lamar is the artist of the fucking year. He is. This is year. He came for the king's head. He chopped it fucking off. He has the biggest fucking hit in his whole catalog. He got a goddamn concert to stream 18 million views on fucking Amazon. He dropped a video for this shit. He broke records with this shit. And then he's gonna be nominated for a Grammy. He's gonna perform at the Grammys, and he's gonna win Song of the Year. If it's not Song of the Year, it's Record of the Year, and those are two different things. And I'm not about to explain that to y'all either. Some of this shit y'all gotta learn how to do yourselves. I know all of this shit. Some of this shit y'all gotta learn yourselves. Google is easy. He's the artist of the year, fam. So him getting the Super Bowl with a song that he dropped again. Reminder, if y'all wasn't in the room when I said this, not only did he drop the song of the summer, the song of the year, Killed the King, all of this, that man made a stadium anthem. This is the NFL. Motherfuckers is already scoring touchdowns and saying they not and playing they not like us. It fits for every situation. Family reunion. Your family ain't like ours. They not like us. It fits for every single fucking sport. Dodgers. I'm not a Dodgers fan. I just because I know they're real popular and I didn't want to always use the Dallas Cowboys. Dodgers. They not like us. Oh, y'all losing. Y'all suck. Y'all ain't like us. Y'all ain't like Dodgers fans. Y'all ain't like my team. It works in every fucking scenario. That motherfucker made an anthem. We're not gonna get rid of this song anytime soon because any sports event, that shit is getting played now. At least the hook. I will tell you out of my own mouth, nostalgiamass.com. Do you know what my biggest sellers are? And I'm on eBay too. And I'm on eBay too under J.A. Dobbs. Do you know what my biggest sellers are? I made a bunch of shirts with NFL teams on it to say they not like us. That's what like is going. Because it makes so much sense. That is a fucking anthem. Okay, and Lil Wayne can perform in New Orleans. Nobody is saying that he can't perform in New Orleans. He should perform in New Orleans. He shouldn't perform at the Super Bowl. You're not gonna have a fucking drug addict fucking felon on the fucking stage that only has two songs that may possibly be allowed to be somewhat clean that's not overly sexual or drugs. Lil Wayne is a GOAT. I'm not taking nothing away from Wayne. I'm not taking a goddamn thing away from Wheezy. Nothing. But this is a fucking business. Middle America ain't gonna be real happy to see Kendrick Lamar, but they all know they not like us right now. Middle America Trump voters are not sitting down watching goddamn Lil Wayne with a goddamn double styrofoam cup. They're not. They're not. On top of the fact of like Wayne just started dropping new shit. Not to say people are not classics and classic people do not do the games because they do. 100%. But isn't that also when we started getting bored with halftime shows? Y'all bringing out Paul McCartney. Nigga ain't had a song in 25 years. What are y'all bringing out Paul McCartney? I don't give a fuck. He a Beatle. That's boring. And they have to be very careful because they've had calculated risks that should have worked. Justin Timberlake should have worked. Maroon 5 should have worked. Epic fails. Do you know why Coldplay worked? Coldplay at a good time because Beyonce and Bruno Mars had just did it. Run them back. Everybody loved those halftime shows. Run them back. Katy Perry's shit worked because she brought out Missy Elliott. I think Coldplay is who brought out, because I think Coldplay is who was in Atlanta and brought out Big Boy too. You see what I'm saying? Like, people will bring it out. Justin Timberlake did his little thing where he did the Prince shit in Minneapolis. Like, it don't matter about fucking hits. The Weeknd just hit the Super Bowl. The Weeknd ain't even been out that fucking long. It don't matter about hits. It's stage presence. It's universal appeal. It's what middle America will sit down and fucking watch. Middle America do not like Lil Wayne. Sorry to tell y'all. The younger people, sure. Middle America ain't fucking with Lil Wayne like that. They still have to go for a demographic. That's why the fucking theme song for Monday Night Football is still fucking country, nigga. This is a business. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know why Kendrick Lamar fucking got it? Because everybody know who the fuck Kendrick Lamar is right fucking now. Any friend with Taylor Swift, any other friend with Taylor Swift, and y'all know the NFL is all the way up Taylor Swift ass anyway. And if y'all would have just shut the fuck up and listened and paid attention to business and been watching this shit forever, Lil Wayne he was probably gonna have Lil Wayne come out and everybody would have went fucking crazy. But y'all fucked that up because y'all feel like Lil Wayne is entitled to fucking do it because he's from New Orleans when nobody else, with the exception of Dr. Dre and maybe a couple other people in happenstance, performs in their home city. They don't. That's not a fucking thing. They're not the headliners because it's your home city. It doesn't fucking happen. It doesn't fucking happen. You know what? Let me go on Google. Let me see the last 20 Super Bowl performances. Let me see the last 20 Super Bowl performances, and I'll tell you how many of them performed in their home city. Now, they'll do the national anthem. They'll do the national anthem, maybe from the state or the city. Cool. Lady Gaga didn't headline in New York. Katy Perry didn't headline in California. It's not a thing. Just y'all are, because that was so epic, and that was the first year that Jay-Z was a part of it, and it was Dr. Dre and friends, and it happened to be in LA. Y'all are so now stuck, and that is such niggery to me because y'all are so fucking stuck. Y'all are so fucking stuck that y'all would really believe because it happened to be Dr. Dre in LA, despite the fact that he had people from New York and Detroit on his shit, that now, because it's New Orleans, Lil Wayne is entitled. It should have been Lil Wayne. Oh, wait. Before I look that up, because I ain't even going to look that up, because I know this one. I said the last 20 years. Let me go back one more. Let me go back 11 years ago. Last time the Super Bowl was in New Orleans was 2013. Who headlined? I'll wait. Right, Reggie Blanche. That's what I'm saying. I'll wait. Who was the last person to perform in New Orleans? Isaac Scruggs, ding, ding, ding. Beyonce. Is Beyonce from New Orleans? Hey, Sierra. Is Beyonce from New Orleans? Beyonce from Houston, right? So why wasn't y'all pissed off Lil Wayne didn't do that then? And Lil Wayne was actually a little bit more relevant in 2013. So why wasn't y'all mad that Lil Wayne didn't perform with Beyonce? Why wasn't y'all mad that Beyonce ain't pull out Lil Wayne or Master P or Little Romeo or Mia X or Mr. Cal, because Mr. Cal wasn't in jail yet. Well, he had got out. He back in. Mr. Tube, thank Desiree. This is what my whole thing that I've been saying. This is a business. Middle America is not fucking with drugged out ex felon Lil Wayne, who don't have but 2 songs that don't talk about fucking or drug use. But y'all, all because of this beef and because Wayne is who put Drake on. Y'all are putting so much shit into this fucking beef that I really honestly think if y'all would have just all shut the fuck up, especially Nicki Minaj, especially the engineer, especially academics, especially the people that like really got the ears of people. If y'all would have just shut the fuck up and accepted it, which as YouTubers, I'm not gonna say me because I don't feel like I'm a YouTuber no more. But when I come in here, it's because I feel like I really need to say something because that ain't my main hustle no more. Nostalgiamass.com, go check it out. But it's because it was pissing me off so fucking bad that I'm like, are y'all really that fucking blind? Now, yes, big as the Super Bowl, but who doing the Super Bowl? But did y'all forget Kendrick already did the fucking Super Bowl? He didn't have to be the headliner for that line to hit. He already did the Super Bowl. You already can't be as big as him doing the Super Bowl. He already fucking did it. He did it with Dr. Dre. It didn't need to be a thing. He already did the Super Bowl. Neither of y'all niggas did. Y'all are not looking at it in a business standpoint. The NFL is a business. The NFL is the biggest reality show going. They build narratives. I bet you Jay-Z smart ass, even like I said, this is Kendrick's year. Kendrick is the artist of the year. They Not Like Us is the song of the year. It's going to win the Grammy. It's the song of the summer. He killed the king. Okay, Drake was the king. He killed the king. He won the Game of Thrones. I'm going to say it again. He is what's hot right now. Everybody and they mama know who Kendrick Lamar is. Everybody and they mama know They Not Like Us. It's a fucking business. And Kendrick Lamar is relatively clean. He does songs that uplift people. People that loved the Dr. Dre Super Bowl show, because that was the test out to say, can we do this hip hop black shit in here? And we got to test it out. So we got to throw in Mary J. Blige for R&B, and we got to throw in Eminem. So it's a white boy who took a fucking knee, even though it's for Tupac, but they told him not to do it. And Snoop Dogg don't be smoking weed and crip walking, but he did it anyway. Let's test it. He was a part of that set that is the new pieces of the Super Bowl. He was part of that. He performed in that Super Bowl. So you're also already proven. Do you get what I'm saying? Folks, it's a fucking business. You know how much this fucking hat costs? This is a fucking $40 hat. Just because it's got this shit on it, because it's the fucking NFL, this shit is a business. If anybody here, I know my fan base ain't really that, but the NFL is big money, folks. The game I went to, thank God for my bestie, because my bestie has season tickets for the Browns, and I got to go for free. But you know how much her homegirl paid for her ticket that wasn't even sitting in the better seats where we was at? $250. That's just for a ticket. If you want to park in the lot to tailgate, 40 per spot. So if you got a camper, run 120. Drinks in that bitch, a goddamn, they didn't even have White Claws. Y'all know how much I love my White Claws. I had a Bud Light seltzer. The bitch was $8. I can go buy a 6-pack of them bitches right now for 10. This is a business. Hey, Andrew. This is a fucking business, bro. Middle America, yeah, little young white people that grew up listening to Eminem was like, "Ooh, Lil Wayne." Motherfuckers that's watching the Super Bowl is still older than I am, and I'm for fucking 46. That's not the demographic. Be happy Jay-Z even let us have hip hop at the goddamn Super Bowl. But you can't blame anybody, and you can't think because it's in New Orleans and Lil Wayne is arguably, which he is not, by the way, the biggest artist out of New Orleans. He's not. Rest in peace, God rest the dead. The most popular and most famous and who made the most money out of New Orleans is actually Louis Armstrong. Big Frida is out of New Orleans. So with this same argument that you're having, and I know the song wasn't out, well, how come Beyonce ain't bring out Big Frida then? Because she performed in New Orleans in 2013. Nobody had a fucking problem that it wasn't Lil Wayne or somebody from New Orleans then, because that's not fucking normal. It's not usually, y'all just are remembering short-term fucking memory that because it was Dr. Dre in LA, that is actually a fucking fluke. It usually does not fucking happen. That's not usually, the artist is not the, like I said, the person that sings the national anthem is usually from the state, the city, the state, somewhere as close as they can get. That's a celebrity. They do not pick this who's headlining the Super Bowl based on, well, they're from the city. Right, and Beyonce had a song with Wayne. So, or how dope would that have been for it to have done a Millie and Diva right back to back? Because that would have been dope. I mean, but like I said, with Kendrick, we'll see. Because Kendrick is so calculated, and he'll send you a fucking message without you even realizing it's a message. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Big Frida, even if it's just like in a mix and she just like come out and wave or do it. But I think what happened is everybody got so up in arms because Dr. Dre did LA that now y'all think it should be Lil Wayne because it's New Orleans when that has literally never been the fucking case. When that has, oh, they did the SpongeBob shit. That was like a cameo. When that has literally never been the case. They do not pick the Super Bowl artist based on what city they're from. It just so happened when it was Dr. Dre, it was in LA. Y'all forget. Y'all forget. Like, that's not a fucking thing. It's not because they're from this city, but because in the new era, and that was Jay-Z's first time doing it, that because it was Dr. Dre in LA, y'all think, oh, it's got to be Lil Wayne because it's New Orleans. No, that's never been a fucking thing. That's never been a fucking thing. And y'all know I want to motherfucking throat punch Nicki Minaj right now. I'm not allegedly. It's not a threat. I want to throat punch her. Bitch, sit down. You will never be on a Super Bowl stage. You know why? Cause you don't got no songs that ain't talking about pussy and fucking in your ass either. Middle fucking America. Y'all might can do I'm bad like the Barbie. But guess what? Middle fucking America is a lot of female sports fans, but it's mostly for men, and men don't want to hear the fucking Barbie song, dude. This is a fucking business, bro. Kendrick is definitely gonna drop his album right after the Super Bowl. Right after halftime, actually. I don't even think he waits after the Super Bowl. I think he dropped it right then. Cause Kendrick moved different. Again, I'm gonna say I did not discuss the beef because it was my birthday week. I did the J. Cole thing, then this whole shit started, and I was like, because I'm not a YouTuber and I'm not monetized and I don't have my setup the same way, I just come and see y'all every once in a while when it's something that really need to be said. Um, that would have taken a lot of time and energy to do. If I was a No Life Shack or um any of these other reactors that that's my money because they got fucking paid. And that probably would have put me back on with YouTube, but I don't want to be a slave to YouTube no more. That's why y'all only see me so often, as broke as I fucking am, because I lost my job too. So I'm like, I sell my shit, but that's a whole nother story for another day, where I was up with the business, then I had to get a job, then I lost my job, and I'm broke as fuck right now, and I'm trying to throw my mom a party, but that's besides the point. I could have fucking jumped right in on that and been right back up on YouTube. I've seen people that I've watched their videos that was like, I had 1,400 subscribers. Now I got 10K. I could have jumped right back on that shit and came right the fuck back. Never had to watch RuPaul's Drag Race again, and came right the fuck back and became a reactor channel. I could have did that shit. I don't want to. Thank you, Reggie. But I don't want that. I don't want to be a fucking slave to fucking YouTube. Y'all make people jump through too many fucking hoops when they're professionals to make their money. And I watch people that I've been watching for years cave to that shit. And y'all know I'm raw and uncut. I'm not changing shit. You can't say pedophile. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. What? Right? You can't say pedophile. You can't say rape. You can't say abortion. You can't say. I can't do that because y'all know when I don't cuss in the first fucking 30 seconds. I come to y'all when I come to y'all, and I've always come to y'all the way I fucking talk. I can't do that. I can't be a slave to that. Hey, Nika. I can't do that. I came into YouTube speaking the way I speak, talking the way I talk, and doing what the fuck I do. My first YouTube videos look just like this. I stepped it up. I got the camera. I did all of that shit. Blah 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 blah. I was making money off of YouTube. Then y'all did apocalypse and all that shit. I cannot fucking do that. They literally might not even. I'm surprised any of y'all is even in here because they might take the video down because it says Super Bowl on the goddamn thumbnail. Like it's fucking insane. But I like coming. I try to stay in contact with y'all. I love y'all. I do. I built a community here, and I've really missed doing it. But I can't do it professionally and for money no more. And I have to do it when I really feel like I have something to talk about. So I hope y'all understand that. Like I can't that them cameras and them lights and all them excessive graphics and shit like that. I never really wanted to do that. I did it because I started making money off of YouTube and it helped, but I really just came on here to speak my fucking piece about shit that I wanted to speak my piece about. And for a very, very long time, that was RuPaul's Drag Race. It's not anymore because that has become fucking stale as shit to me as well. Too many franchises, too many episodes, very formulaic, very obviously staged. And I think if any of y'all the ride or die with me and have been around for a long time, I told y'all the moment that I don't have anything positive to say about RuPaul's Drag Race, I will tank my whole channel, and I did just that. Sure, did my dad die and help? Yeah, but usually if you really love something, it'll help you get through. No, Drag Race, I just seen everything as I just started seeing everything as fake as what it was, and I was just like, Drag Race ain't it for me no more. Plus, it started becoming impossible to be a Drag Race reviewer. Like, where the fuck is Jake Keonsae? It started becoming impossible to be a Drag Race reviewer when you now have 300 to 500 people that's been on Drag Race and they all got YouTube channels reviewing it straight from the horse's mouth. The fuck I'm gonna do now? Hey, Andrew. Yeah, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I already said hi to you. I'm sorry. What the fuck I'm gonna do now? Right? Meg will do the Super Bowl. Oh, Meg is never doing the Super Bowl either. Black female rap artist, hang it up All you can do is be a guest verse because all y'all do is fucking twerk and show your ass, and we cannot have that at Super Bowl. You might get a guest verse. Your ass better be covered. Oh, baby, I don't even give my Insta. I don't even pay attention to my Insta because I only had Insta for the drag race shit. This is what I'm saying. I'm like, people that are professional YouTubers respect they fucking work ethic because they wake up and got to do so fucking much. I wasn't never even a big YouTuber. You gotta post on socials. You gotta take pictures. You gotta make thumbnails. You gotta edit your videos. Like that shit is exhausting. And for real, what I was getting off of YouTube, I was doing okay, but I wasn't one of these motherfuckers that was getting thousands in a month. I had a good run where I might get 1,000 one month, and that when I did that was that Fifi O'Hara shit. Y'all remember how long ago that was? Because I said that's when I started my We Need to Kiki series, which I didn't even know was gonna be a series. When I did We Need to Kiki about Fifi, which I was already like monetized, was the first month between that and donations that I ever made $1,000. I've only done it 3 other times in a month. It's too much fucking work. Those were the days, but I can't do it because like I said, if for those of y'all that have been rocking with me for a while, I said when it gets to the point where all I was doing was just dumping on RuPaul's Drag Race and I didn't find joy in it no more, I'm like, I will tank my whole channel. And I think some of y'all might have thought I was fucking around. I tanked my whole channel. If I get a video now to get 150 views, I'm shocked. That's on God. When I got videos that had 15,000. When YouTube first started, and they was asking people to be partners, and I was like, "This ain't gonna go nowhere." Stupid, I know, but then I'd have really been a slave to being a YouTuber. Um, I have videos that got 300,000. Oh my god, I should really be talking about goddamn Corey Feldman because that's one of my highest rated videos that I literally got off of work when he was on the Today Show and just like showered and sat down with a towel in front of my with this computer, sitting in front of my shit, like y'all. Because I was just that fast with it that I was the first person that was up. That shit got something like 500,000 views on it because I was talking about fucking Corey Feldman on the goddamn Today Show. That motherfucker is back in the zeitgeist. If I wanted to get back on, I would be talking about that. Fuck Corey Feldman. I'm not gonna say he's a talentless hack because he can't act and he's been in shit that I love. But the music game for you, sir, please stop it. And the fucking angel shit, please stop it. Um, you have to really, 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 really love being a YouTuber. I really, really love the community I built, and I really do. I don't like. I really, really love creating stuff. That's why I said nostalgiamask.com. I'll type it in the comments. Y'all can come look at some of the stuff I designed that I made. That shit I really, really love, and that's why I'm still fighting for that. Building a community, meeting people, talking to people. If I feel like I have something to say, really speaking on it, and people like understanding my point of view, or maybe even like reaching out to people that may have gone through things that I've gone through, I loved the constant demand of you got to have content like every day. You got to post to the socials. You got to do this. Like them YouTubers, get them big ass YouTubers props because they are working 24/7. Because I know what it fucking takes. That shit is 24/7. And then half of them get big and was like, okay, we can't make money off of YouTube no more. So they do all of them videos and shit like this and then go and do a podcast with each other. Like that shit is fucking work, bro. I do custom designs as well. Sierra, I got on I have another version of it. I didn't put it on my website because I want to actually order it for myself. I did a quick version, but I have a better version of my James Earl Jones. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones. True icon, true legend. Rest in peace, Unc. This was a quick one I literally did last night once I found out he died. Like I was like, I'm wearing it tomorrow. Didn't know I was doing a YouTube or anything like that. I'm like, I'm wearing it tomorrow. I gotta do it. Cause this guy right here, I know we throw the legend and goat and icon around a lot. This the truth. This is the fucking truth. Groundbreaker, icon, legend, EGOT winner, tremendous voice actor, amazing actor as well. Tonys, Emmys, like EGOT, Golden Globes. Like this man is the fucking truth. Um, I do love that we actually gave him his flower. We've always kind of been giving James Earl Jones. We miss a lot of times. We've always kind of been giving James Earl Jones his flowers though. He made it to 93. He lived a great life. He worked all the way up till he died. Um, for those of y'all that don't know and don't understand the JEJ right here, this is in the CNN letters because I know some of y'all are younger and don't know like when cable like first came out and when CNN was like one of the very few cable channels that he was also the voice of CNN for over a decade. So I did his initials in the CNN font and I did it in the shirt that I'm gonna get printed as well. So yeah, I got King Joffrey Joffer. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Mufasa. Wait, I'm looking the wrong way. Hold on. Oh, King Joffrey Joffer coming to America. Of course, we got Mufasa, and of course, the Star Wars nerds got to have Darth Vader. But like I said, this is his initials right here, but it's in the CNN font because for those of y'all that are all streaming and like didn't watch cable and when it was basic cable when I was young, that there was only like you might only get 40 channels. Yeah, thank you, Tanika. I'm sorry, thank you, Sierra. And thank you, yeah, both of y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, this is CNN. Deep cut. So I did his initials in the CNN font. That's a deep cut. That's a if you know, you know, bro. Like, cause that is something that I really remember him from just based on my age. That he was the voice of CNN. I remember Family Guy. Family Guy actually had a joke that it was like Mufasa in this, you know, they do the cutaways, and it was like Mufasa in the sky, and Mufasa was in the sky, and Mufasa literally said, "This is CNN." This is when like before Family Guy got canceled the very first time. So it was like back in the day that people knew he was the voice of CNN, and like Mufasa like literally was talking to Simba and like, "Okay, Dad," and he was like, "This is CNN," and that was a joke. So yeah, I got his initials in the CNN font because that is a deep cut. That's a throwback, and he was the voice of CNN for over a decade. So um James Earl Jones is one of my favorite actors. He definitely deserves all of the flowers. One good thing I actually posted on Facebook. I said we did something right because we kind of been giving James Earl Jones his flowers. Like he's one that we didn't forget about. He's kind of always been around, and we kind of always appreciate him. You know, coming to America came back out. He was just the voice of Mufasa again in The Lion King, so he's kind of still been with us. So we've been giving him his flowers, and that's awesome. Um, but I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna end it with this. Lil Wayne was never a front runner. Lil Wayne should not be headlining the Super Bowl. I'm 100% gonna tell you the truth. I'm not sure if Kendrick Lamar was a great choice. However, it was a smart choice. If he does, it's actually a smart choice, and I'll tell you why. Because the ratings are going to be so high for the three things that I already mentioned. Number one, he is friends with Taylor Swift. They do have a song together. He can bring out Taylor Swift, which is an NFL darling for better or worse right now. Especially, especially if they get Kansas City back to the Super Bowl. It's number one. Number two, if he brings out Little Wayne, It looks like a olive branch to Drake if he doesn't bring him out too, and people are gonna be interested to see if that happens. 3, if none of it fucking happens, y'all all gonna sit there and watch and see if it do. So he gonna get ratings. Song of the summer, Grammy winner, gonna drop the album probably right after the halftime show. Probably ain't gonna wait for the rest of the Super Bowl. Probably gonna drop it right. And if he is who I think he is, and they allow it, and he gets a deal with Pepsi to be like the Pepsi halftime show, it might be a scam to scan that bitch on Spotify right then, cause he's that smart. It's a win-win-win situation. So I was like, I was not expecting it to be Kendrick. I honestly wasn't. And y'all talking about something that ain't gonna be ratings. They guaranteed amazing fucking ratings. Amazing. And on top of the fact that Kendrick Lamar does put on a fantastic um stage show. He's very visual. I've seen him do award shows. I've seen him do the Grammys before. I've seen him do like the BET Awards when he first started out. He does put together very intricate and very entertaining stage shows. Um, I remember seeing him before I was like even a fan or really knew who he was. Like and his performance top notch. All right, so I say this again, nostalgiamask.com. Come buy some shit for me. I gotta tell my mama a party on October 5th. Buy some shit from me, nostalgiamask.com. Um, if you want to donate money, the Cash App and the PayPal and Patreon and all that bullshit is below. I hate doing this shit. That's why I don't be on YouTube all the time. The motherfuckers will tell you that shit soon out the gate. Soon as they get on the goddamn call. See how many people fucking left because I said it at the end? Motherfuckers would be like, don't forget about my sponsor. Like I can't with that. But I appreciate y'all for still rocking with me. I'm glad we were able to talk about this. And when some shit that I feel like need to talk about, because I'm sure with an election year I'll be back. But y'all keep it greasy. Deuces. And rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Icon, legend.